we are going to see what are the various asexual mode of reproduction. We all know that reproduction is one of the most important trait of all the living beings. All the living beings on the planet Earth, whether it's human, plants, animals, they all reproduce. They make their own kids. They all generate their offsprings in order to survive. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to see what are the various methods or modes of reproduction in plants. Okay, in the last class I already told you that plants can reproduce through two modes. The one is sexual method in which they grow out of seed. The next one is asexual reproduction, which is carried out by the plants who don't have any seed. Now you all are familiar with the reproduction in plants. You all know that plants grow through seed. You throw a seed in the ground, after some time it will germinate and new plant will grow out of it. But children, what about the plants who don't have any seed? How do you think they will grow? Some of the plants like sugarcane, they don't have any flowers, so they don't have any seed. So how they will reproduce, how they will grow more and more? So they grow by asexual mode of reproduction. So asexual mode of reproduction can be of various types. As you can see here, it can be through vegetative propagation, it can be budding, it can be fragmentation and spore formation. Don't panic by hearing all these difficult names. They are very simple. We will study them very nicely. So let's take vegetative propagation in this class. Now children, have you heard of this word vegetative part? If you can remember, in the last class I told you about the reproductive part and the vegetative part. Can you remember that? Yes. So vegetative part, reproductive part is flower because it has seed, and vegetative parts are roots, stem and leaf. So root, stem and leaf. So children, when we use these vegetative parts, to grow new plant, okay, to grow new plant, so this mode of reproduction is called as vegetative propagation. Clear? So what is asexual reproduction? First of all, can you read out? Yes. So in plants there are different types of asexual reproduction. They are vegetative propagation, budding, fragmentation, spore formation. The very first one is vegetative propagation. In this method, new plants are produced from the vegetative parts like the roots, stem or leaves. Now, you might be thinking that how is it possible and what type of plants? You might be asking to yourself the examples of all the plants that grow through vegetative propagation. So children, let's take few examples of the plants that grow through vegetative propagation. Okay, so plants vegetative parts such as root, stem, leaf is used to produce new plants. This is vegetative reproduction. Now let's take the example. Now how many of you are familiar with sweet potato? Have you heard of this vegetable, sweet potato? It's very nutritious. So do you know how this sweet potato grows? Sweet potato grows through roots. Okay, so if you can see here, you will notice that these are the roots of sweet potato. So these roots actually have these roots are actually swollen. Okay, if you will notice the sweet potato roots, they are swollen tuber. Okay, and they have food in them. Okay, once you take one root and you plant it and you transplant it in the soil, after some time the shoot will grow out of it. The new plant will grow out of root. So you take the root and dig it inside the soil. After some time of dormancy, it will grow into new plant. So this is the example where new plants can be reproduced through their stem. Also dahlia, asparagus. So they are all the examples of plants that grow through roots, because this dahlia plant don't have seed. So it is grown with the help of roots like this. This dahlia and these sweet potato. Can you see here? If you will dig the soil and put some roots in that, so new plant will grow out of it. So this is the one way of growing plants through vegetative propagation by using their which part? by using their roots. Okay, now the another method to reproduce new plant is by using their stem. Now children, you would be surprised to know that turmeric and ginger, that is actually a stem. Okay, so this ginger, adrak, all these are actually a stem. Okay, they are the modified stem. Modified stem, and they store a lot of food in them. So we take these parts and we dig it inside the soil. After some time, new plants grow out of it. So actually these gingers, for example, this is ginger, they have a sprout-like structure on them. Can you recall? If you will see the ginger, it has these buds kind of shape in them. So we cut them and we transplant them in the soil. After some time, new ginger plant grows out of it. Similar is the case with turmeric. Also, if you take the example of banana, so banana plant, we never say banana tree, banana is a plant. Okay, so banana plant is also grown from the buds. If you can see here, this is the banana plant. So if you will see here, they also have these type of structures which are called as sucker. Okay, so they are also the stem. Okay, so we pluck it and we dig it inside the soil and new banana plant comes out of it. Clear? Similar is the case with the onions. So in the onions, they have, onion can be grown with the help of seed also. Also you can use their bulb. Okay, for example, if you will take yes. So if you will take this onion, cut it into halves, so you will notice that it has these white bulbs in the between. You can say it as a bud. Okay, can you recall here also, if you will notice in each and every onion, you will find these bulb-like structure. Yes, so these bulbs can also be grown into a onion plant. Okay, so we are actually using their stem, their bulbs to grow new plants. So that is the another method of vegetative reproduction by using their stem. Also here in this is the vegetative propagation for potato. Now you might have seen these buds or sprouts like things. Okay, sprouts like of thing in potato, they are called as the eye, because they resembles eye. Okay, so if you cut these potato into halves and dig it inside the soil, these buds actually grow into stem. Okay, for example, this is potato, they have these buds like thing. Okay, you can call it they resembles a sprout, they resembles a bud, but they are actually called as the eye of potato. We cut that potato taking the eye and we dig it inside the soil. After some time, the shoot grows out of it. So we can grow potato, we can grow onion by using their stem. Okay, there are many flowers like gladiolus, they also grow by using their extended roots or extended stems. Similar is the case with ginger. If you notice the ginger, it also has these buds. Can you see this? So these buds when they come in contact with moist soil, they actually develop into stem, and thus a new plant grows out of it. So this method of growing new plants through their stem. Now for your information, this ginger is not a fruit, this ginger is not a root, this is actually a stem. It is called as the stem. The ginger that you eat is a stem actually. Okay, the potato that you eat is actually a stem. Are you surprised to know that? Yes, potato is the modified stem of a plant, of a potato plant. So do you know how it grows? So see, suppose this is the potato plant. Okay, suppose this is the potato plant and it has these roots. Okay, it has this stem. So this stem grows into this potato like this, and from this potato we get the roots and more potatoes are there like this. So this potato that you see which is generating more potatoes is actually a modified stem. This stem was modified and the potato was formed. So that's why we call potato as a stem. Okay, so ginger is also grown in this way. So potato is also grown through its stem. So because on these stem we can find these eyes which are similar to the sprouts or we can say buds. So we cut these eyes and we grow them and shoot grows out of it. So children, I hope it is clear. Now, new plants can be grown through leaves. Okay, there are few plants which can be grown through their leaves. Now that's a very difficult thing to understand. There are few plants, they have these buds like this. Can you see here? So like this, here also cactus. Cactus plant also have buds in their leaves. So for example, this is a leaf. So this is the leaf. At the edges of the leaf, they have these buds. Okay, they are buds. Okay, when they fall in the ground, they grows into new plants. So when these buds will fall in the ground, they will come in contact with the moist soil. After some time, the roots will grow out of it. The shoot system will grow out of it. So this means that new plant is growing out of the leaves. Okay, so this method will also come under vegetative propagation because they are growing out of their vegetative parts. The very example of it is bryophyllum. Have you heard of bryophyllum? No. So there are many varieties of bryophyllum. They can be used by diabetic patients. Okay, it can be used to kill the kidney stones. Okay, so it has many uses. So there are many varieties of bryophyllum, and these leaves are taken by these patients to kill the kidney stones and like that. So they also develop from these buds. Can you see here? These buds are growing into plants. So from the leaves there comes a buds, and from buds the whole plant is growing. So this is the magic. Okay, it's not the magic, actually it's a science. Okay, so that's the vegetative propagation part. I hope children you understood this vegetative part. And in this vegetative part also there are two methods. So right now the methods that we discussed were the natural method. Okay, sometimes you don't need to cut these buds. You don't have to cut these buds and grow it. They will grow naturally. Okay, here also you don't have to remove them. They will grow naturally. But sometimes we do it. Sometimes we cut the potatoes, cut the ginger manually and transplant in the soil. But all the time they will not be required manual help. But there are some artificial methods by which we do these vegetative reproduction manually, like cutting. Have you ever seen your parents or gardener, cutting the rose stem and transplanting that into the soil? Have you ever seen that? Yes. So that is the way of reproduction. They don't like to cut it, but they are actually reproducing new plants. So this method is known as cutting method. So we are cutting the stem and growing it, transplanting it. So a new plant grows out of it. So this is cutting. The another one is, as you can see here. Can you see? So this was the potted plant of rose. So we cut it into half and we transplant it. After some time the entire shoot will grow out of it and it will be converted into new rose plant there. So that's the artificial method which is called as cutting. Also hibiscus. Hibiscus we generally know it by the name of China rose. Okay, so you might have heard this name in your acid, bases and salts. It also acts as a indicator. It tells you about whether a substance is acid or basis, right? So rose and hibiscus, they can be also grown by cutting method. Okay, vegetative propagation. Now I don't know how many of you are familiar with layering. So layering is another method in which what we do is we lower the branch. For example, this is a branch or stem of any plant. So we lower it, and once it comes in contact with the soil, it generates roots. It starts germinating, and once it will acquire the roots, the new plant will grow out of it. Okay, so this method of making these layers is called as layering method. Okay, so there are few plants which grow like this. You cannot do such type of things to all the plants because some of the plants are sexual, they reproduce sexually, some of them reproduce asexually, some of them might not grow like this. Okay, but this is a method to grow asexually. Okay, this is the method. So now layering is clear to you all. So now children, I hope it is clear to you all that what is vegetative reproduction. We discussed the various methods by which the plants can grow through their vegetative parts. So in the next class we will talk about other asexual reproductions. I hope everything was clear. Till then, take care.